Oh, what is the upskis, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the GXWrestleCast. We're on episode 128 of my little wrestling recap show, where once a week I go through all of the major WWE and AEW shows, give you the recap, give you the review, let you know what's going on storyline-wise, and at the end of the show, I give out my 3 stars of the week, awarding my 3 favorite matches that I witnessed with my eyeballs this week. And when there's a big major pay-per-view for either company, I'll do a separate episode and review said pay-per-view. And that is what we're doing today, folks. We got WWE's BackLash, the first pay-per-view PLE of the year after WrestleMania, and a big one because they are going European for this one. They're going to Paris, Lyon, France. If you didn't get to listen to the recap, the SmackDown was in Lyon, France, and it was one of the most electric, loud crowds I have ever heard, period, in a WWE show. Like, absolutely amazing, and it got me so excited for BackLash because even if the show sucks, if that crowd is that excited, it's going to make it a good time. So, with that being said, let's dive into the review for WWE BackLash. We're in Lyon, Paris, and I think they said there's like 12,000 people in there, but it sounds like 50, 60, 70,000 people. It is electric. It's amazing. And we're kicking off this show with a tag team match, playa. We got Kevin Owens and Randy Orton going up against Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga with Paul Heyman. Crowd is singing Orton's song like word for word. I think that might be the first time I've ever heard that. Even Randy was just like, what the hell is going on? Like, y'all singing my song right now? Like, oh, it was so awesome. So cool. Both teams get into a brawl before the bell. Referee loses control. Security doesn't help. So Nick Aldis announces there's no rules. Falls count anywhere. All that bananas. So we get a little crazy. Brawl continues out into the crowd, the frenzied crowd, if you will. Kevin Owens, little froggy splash off of the barricade. DDT Solo Sikoa onto a steel step. Like, oh my god. RKO using trash cans and chairs on Bloodline. RKO means Randy and Kevin. There you go. KO frog splashes Tonga through a table and then just screams in his face a whole bunch of times. Okay, dokie. Solo Samoan drops Orton through a table. Lots of table stuff. Kevin Owens getting pummeled with weaponry. Kevin turns the tables, throwing Solo through a table in the corner. RKO to Tonga. Solo makes the save as my cats play with balls behind me. Randy RKO Solo out of nowhere onto the announce table, not through it. Kevin Avalanche Fisherman Buster onto a bunch of chairs. Jeez, that was ridiculous. Thumbs up. Tonga Toa appears to save his brother. There's another one of these guys. What? Solo nails Kevin with a Samoan spike, and the Bloodline grab the win. I mean, yeah, a great brawl to open up the show. Great call, making it no rules. I mean, yeah, just made for an action-packed match with lots of table spots. Pretty good amount of weaponry used. They went out into that crazy crowd. Kevin Owens was the star of this match. Great performance out of him. I thought he was by far the most noticeable. Randy took his 5-minute break so that he can do whatever. Crowd going absolutely wild. That is needless to say for everything on this show. They're going fucking crazy. 8 out of 10. Really great opening match. We move on now to the WWE Women's Championship match. It is Bayley defending against Tiffany Stratton and Naomi in a triple threat. We have the crowd loving Naomi's entrance. They're going absolutely nuts for that entrance. It is an awesome entrance. It's fantastic. Tiffany, we get into the match. Tiffy stomps Naomi and Bayley, then hits a nice Alabama slammer on Bayley. Naomi blockbuster off of the barricade to Bayley. Naomi submission on Stratton is broken up by Bayley's top rope elbow drop. My goodness. Bayley to belly on Tiffy. We get a near fall right there. Stratton with another Bama Slamma to Bayley and Naomi, this time into the side of the announce table. My goodness, that's got a hoit. Thumbs up. Bayley and Naomi avoid the prettiest moonsault, hit Tiffy with a 3D. Oh my, you know the Dudley boys are working in this company when people are hitting 3Ds. Awesome, thumbs up for that. Bayley and Naomi brawl a little bit. They trade pinfall attempts. Bayley catches Naomi for 3 and retains the women's championship. My goodness, just another outstanding performance for Tiffany Stratton. A constant throughout this match, like she was always there, always involved, doing something, selling her ass off, hitting big moves. Bayley and Naomi both having good flurries of offense throughout. The crowd absolutely banana the entire match. Awesome chemistry between all three women, particularly Naomi and Bayley. They fought quite a few times now, but yeah, just awesome chemistry. Match flow was really good. Man, another banger right here. 8 out of 10. And with all these scores, I'm giving bonus points for the crowd, making the matches better. Absolutely. So what would probably be a 7, 7.5, boosted up to an 8. Hell yeah. We move on to the World Heavyweight Championship match. Damian Priest defending against Jey Uso. Uso makes his entrance through the crowd. Everybody dancing in unison with Jey, just chilling. Absolutely just goosebumps to see all these people moving and chanting at this. It was absolutely unbelievable. Like, the whole entire building is shaking. It's just absolutely crazy. McDonough appears. He pulls the ropes into Jey's nuts while the referee is distracted. Damian nails a spear, flips out on McDonough for helping him out. Uso with the super kick and a splash. Priest kicks out of that. Priest hits the Razor's Edge. Uso kicks out of that. And then Jey explodes with a spear out of absolutely nowhere. Damian kicks out. Balor runs down. He eats a super kick. Priest a lariat and South of Heaven choke slam. Uso kicks out of that. Wow. Damian spinning kick party. Uso responds with a super kick party and another spear. McDonough puts Damian's foot on the ropes, saving the champion. Uso takes out Judgment Day, allows Damian to recover, hits an avalanche, South of Heaven to retain. Hell yeah, man. That was a really good defense to kick off Damian's run. Very, very competitive fight. Tons of near falls and back and forth. Uso looking very strong. I mean, very strong. Kicking out of everything that Damian had and more. Outside interference was used pretty decently, actually, because the kind of brewing storyline with Damian and the rest of Judgment Day and them kind of fucking up all the time. And he's just like, yo, I don't even know if I need these guys right now. And yeah, the interference is definitely going to play into that storyline. So pretty well done. Priest loses it on Judgment Day for getting involved in his very good match. I'm giving that a 7.5 out of 10. We move on. It is the Women's Tag Team Championships on the line. Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane with Dakota Kai defending against Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. Kairi, big crossbody off of the top to the outside, takes out Bianca. Warriors isolating Bianca. Jade gets the hot tag finally. Springboard crossbody takes out the Warriors and then just starts slamming the bejesus out of Kairi. Kabuki Warriors, they team up on Jade, Sane, and Cargill. Messy sliced bread situation there. Just looked like shit. Can't really get around that one. Confusion on who the legal members are. I don't know if that is part of it or just some legitimate confusion right there. Kind of looked like it. Kabuki Warriors both have submissions locked in on both Jade and Bianca. They both powerbomb their way out of it. Very impressive strength. We get a cool kick suplex combo thingy from Bianca and Jade. Another near fall. Warriors with the insane elbow combo on Belair, but Jade is there to make the save. And then Jade catches Kairi Sane mid-air and then proceeds to woman handle her into the Jaded. Absolutely amazing. What a transition. Double thumbs up. That was fucking so cool. The crowd was losing it. I'm pretty sure Jade has done that a few times in AEW, but oh man, is it ever cool to throw a person around like that, throw her into the air, and then catch her and slam her. Just wow. Belair nails the KOD to Asuka, pins, and no! Women's Tag Team Champions Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill with their first taste of WWE gold already. Solid run, I will say, for the champions, former champions, Kabuki Warriors. They don't have the greatest personality outside of being in Damage Control. Like, Asuka just dances around and being weird all the time. Great wrestler. And Kairi Sane, again, she doesn't show off a lot of the personality. We don't get to hear them talk much because they don't really speak English. And yeah, their wrestling is great. It's just, hopefully, with Bianca and Jade, I feel really good that these two could have a legitimate run as champions, tag team champions together. You look at them, two powerhouses, crazy athletic. That could be a legitimate tag team for a hot minute. And then maybe down the line will lead to Bianca and Jade blowing up with each other and then get into that rivalry. But so far, I think Jade in a tag team with Bianca, keep her there. They'll keep her protected. You can have lots of hot tags, keep her out of the action all the time. And yeah, man, I think it's a good way to introduce Jade so far to the company. 7 out of 10, good tag team match. We move on. Main event time. We are already here. Wow, that was fast. Undisputed WWE Championship on the line. Cody Rhodes defending against AJ Styles. We get probably the best sing-along to Cody's entrance I have ever heard. I mean, they were so loud, singing every freaking word. Amazing job again, France. Thumbs up. And also, referee Jessica Carr, first female to ref a WWE Championship main event match. How has that taken so long? That's absolutely mind-blowing. But Jessica, she is legitimately one of my favorite referees in all of wrestling. She is spectacular. We move on. Cody using the Stardust taunt on AJ Styles. That was some funny shit. AJ suplexes Cody onto the apron. That looks painful. Cody responds by powerbombing AJ Styles through the French announce table. My goodness. AJ suplexes Cody into the corner. We get a springboard 450 splash and a near fall. Styles hits a burning hammer absolutely out of nowhere. Rhodes powers out at 1. Holy shit. He hulks up, nails a Cody cutter, and Styles kicks out. Cody with a top rope Cody cutter this time. Crossroads, 1, 2, 3. Cody retains the Undisputed Championship. I mean, electric big fight atmosphere for the dream match here. Absolutely. Like, oh my God, that's the kind of atmosphere I would love to hear again for WrestleMania and stuff. But holy fuck, the electricity in the building was ridiculous. Great performance from both men. I mean, nice counters, some good high spots, an awesome comeback from Cody. I am a little bit surprised that it only took one Crossroads to put away AJ Styles. I mean, we've seen him hit like 30 on Brock Lesnar, didn't put him away. We've seen him hit numerous on pretty much every opponent. It generally takes like 3 in a row to put somebody down, but only one for AJ Styles. I don't know. It's still a really good match. I'm giving it a 7.5 out of 10, but I was expecting a little bit more. I don't know if just at this point, maybe I'm asking for too much out of AJ Styles to like hit another higher gear at this point in his career. He's still fucking unbelievable. I don't know what I was expecting out of this match. It was really good. I don't know, maybe it was just a little safe and pretty much exactly what I was expecting, but yeah, still an absolutely really good main event, and that is the end of the show. Lyon, France, my goodness, what can I say about these guys? Unbelievable freaking crowd, MVPs of this show, MVPs of Backlash. I mean, 12,000 people sounding like 80,000. It was absolutely unbelievable. The building literally shaking at times. Like you could see the ring, the cameras are shaking because the crowd is going fucking crazy, man. And during that main event match, like they literally never stopped chanting. Whenever there was a lull, they'd start doing the fucking, I don't even know. I'm not European, so I don't know these really fun sounding chants that they're doing, but every time AJ Styles is doing anything, they're going fucking crazy. And Yeah, man, it's really amazing. Like I can't say I've ever experienced a crowd quite like that in a WWE show where it's just constant frenzy. I really have never seen anything like that. So quadruple thumbs up for Lyon, France. An amazing performance out of you guys. You probably slept well and you can't talk the next day, but absolutely worth it. Thank you for making SmackDown and Backlash even better. Like, holy fuck. Atmosphere made, like I just said, every match better. I enjoyed every single match on this card. Even the ones I wasn't expecting to be like all that great or anything were fucking a lot of fun because of how much fun the crowd was having. No DQ added at the beginning of the opening tag team match. That was a great call. Throwing out some weapons. Like, they would have went crazy without it, but man, it was so much better with the weapons. My favorite match, I think, overall is the triple threat match. But I mean, they were all just a lot of fun. Just, again, the crowd is I just can't get enough of them. So much fun. I wish every show could be like that. Fairly safe show, I feel like. The predictable, I think I got every prediction right. I mean, I'm pretty sure I picked Solo and Tama Tonga or whatever. They won. I picked Bayley to defend. That was right. I got Priest defending. That was right. I got Bianca and Jade Cargill winning the titles. I think I picked them. I may not have, so I may have gotten that one wrong. And then the main event. You know, everything on paper, especially right after WrestleMania with so many new champions, I didn't feel like anybody was in real trouble of losing their newly won championships. So with that, you know, there wasn't as much drama or like mystery as to who was going to win. I was pretty firm and feeling really good about everybody except for the women's tag team match. That was the only one I was like, oh, it depends where they wanted to go with Jade Cargill. And now that I've thought about it, I think holding her onto a tag team spot with Bianca is the right thing to do. Absolutely. Now, in terms of the show score, I want more European pay-per-views, shows, anything. By far, that is the best atmosphere I've ever heard watching it on TV. Being there, I can only imagine how much fun that was. They even beat us here in Toronto, man. Like, I give my Toronto fans a lot of respect because we are very loud. We love our wrestling and we let everybody know it. But Lyon, France got us, dog. Like, that made Toronto sound quiet, and Montreal and the Canadian fans. So, well done, Europe. This was an awesome, great show to check out. I would highly recommend it just to hear a crowd like this. It was insane. 8 out of 10 for Backlash right there. And let me know, everybody, what was your favorite match? What was your least favorite match? I don't even know which one would be my least favorite, really. They were all a lot of fun. Honestly, it might be the women's tag team championship match. But again, it was really good. AJ Styles and Cody kind of let me down a little bit, but I think they're going to keep going, so you can't blow your load on the first match. You have to save some stuff for later, so completely understand that, but a really good start with them. I would like for Cody and AJ to keep going. I like that story dynamic where they did have kind of a not like really similar, but they both did have to prove themselves a lot outside of WWE. And AJ Styles, that wasn't enough. When he showed up to WWE, he had to prove himself again that, like, yeah, I'm not just some indie darling that, you know, is just going to be pushed to the side. Like, he earned what he got in WWE, and he should be a Hall of Famer as well. So there you go, everybody. That is my review of Backlash. I think a fucking great pay-per-view to kick off the year for the WWE. And so many good things happening lately, man. Like, you got female referees main eventing, refereeing the main event matches for the first time. You got more than ever females main eventing shows. You have just a lot more balance in the shows in general between the men and the women. Tag team division in WWE right now, I think, is excellent. You got the call-ups and the draft. There's a lot of excitement in WWE right now. I'm really, really digging it. At this point, I'm very much so on the WWE side of things. I think AEW has definitely gone through a bit of a lull, but they're coming out of it right now the last few weeks, showing off some very encouraging storylines. But yeah, their next pay-per-view is pretty close as well. I think it's Double or Nothing. That's like a couple of weeks away, I think. So we'll see how their first big pay-per-view and, you know, how things go without Tony Khan being there. I don't know if he's very hands-off now or if he's still got hands on the company and everything like that. But regardless, if you're a wrestling fan right now, we eaten. It's really, really good. Yeah, man. So check out the recap for last week if you missed out and you need a little recap there in terms of what we got going on for the rest of the week at the GamerCast and the HockeyCast. HockeyCast going to be a therapeutic session with, the Leafs losing again. So we're going to be venting about that and the future of the Toronto Maple Leafs and contemplating who's staying, who's going, all that great stuff. And we'll continue the coverage of the second round of the playoffs and what other news is going on in the NHL. In terms of the GamerCast, I don't have anything solidified just yet. Got a bunch of reviews on the go that I'm working on. I got a bunch of lists that are all done up, so maybe I'll just pick a list. We'll go through a list and see where it goes. I think what list I have made, I got part 2 of underrated games. I got part 2 of hardest bosses. I got part 2 of favorite indie games. So there's those. So if any of those pique your interest, let me know and we can work on that one this week. And in terms of everything else, there is a YouTube channel where I upload all of these episodes over there for you to watch them. Make sure you drop a comment over there on the YouTube channel. Great place to drop a question. You want a question answered on the podcast, I'll answer it live and shout your name out, all that good stuff, and that would be a lot of fun. Drop a question in the comment section on YouTube or the Twitter page, or there's an email address. All those links are in the description, so you can check those out. And you want to be even more awesome, you say? Is that right? Well, you can be more awesome by hitting the like buttons and reviewing the podcast, sharing it with your friends that you think would maybe like this podcast or something like that. That would be excellent. But again, thank you everybody so much for listening. Let me know what you thought of BackLash and Lyon, France being the greatest crowd ever. I mean, goodness gracious, they were fantastic. A great show. And then BackLash GXWrestleCast.